I wanted to talk about just me versus me, and the experience that I've been having on this journey of just going against yourself, um, doing that shadow work, um, fighting off, you know, your fleshly desires. Um, Yesterday was my birthday, and it was a tough day for me because, like, I don't know if it was like me going through just a moment of like still having a lot of decoding that I have to do with the programming that I've had over 20 years, right? And so I guess like in my mind it was like, again, your flesh, you know, the external. It was just like, it was heavy on me yesterday, man. It was like, I just kept hearing that voice, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's your birthday, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Have a drink. Like, I mean, it ain't gonna hurt. Like, I mean, it's your birthday, bro. You know what I mean? You can sit back, reflect. 37 now. Just any and everything to get me to indulge. I even went as far as like going to the store to buy the beer. And I remember making a promise with Mother Earth and just making that promise after the last time that I had a drink. And one thing I can say, man, with just when you start to really communicate with the universe, and when you really start to like open that line of communication and leave that door open for the universe and for the Most High, you're gonna be held accountable. So as much as I was hearing that voice telling me to drink and it's my birthday and turn up, I was also hearing that voice just as strongly telling me that you can make the decision, but you gotta live with the decision that you make. And when you really are trying to become that higher version, I wish I could say that you're gonna get to a point within your journey that you're gonna stop hearing the voice, whatever voice that is, your voice, or evil spirits, disguised in your voice, whatever. I don't think it's ever gonna go away. I don't think it's ever gonna stop. If you had an addiction, or if you had, things that bring you pleasure or happiness, you know what I'm saying, within the physical. I don't know if it'll ever go away. But one thing I can say, and that I felt yesterday, I felt superior, like I felt power, just off of like telling myself no. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I ain't gonna do it. It took a lot of no's, you know what I'm saying? A lot of up and down, back and forth throughout the day. But ultimately, I didn't make the decision to drink. I didn't fall short. I didn't backslide. I didn't crumble. I stayed strong. Um, but yeah, you know, one thing I could say to anybody that's on any kind of journey or that's looking to better themselves as a person, I don't think the fight ever gets easy. I think the fight becomes familiar. You know what I'm saying? Because regardless, bro, the whole time throughout this whole thing is you versus you. That ain't never gonna change. It ain't gonna be you versus an easier opponent. It ain't gonna be you versus somebody different that's weak or weaker than you. It's gonna be you versus you. And that's the hardest fight or, you know, battle of your life. Somebody know your every move, when somebody know your every thought, your every second thought, like, you know what I'm saying? That's hard, that's tough. So, you know, it just gotta, you know, just, I think your why just has to continue to outweigh everything else. You know what I mean? But it's a battle for sure. You know what I mean? And everybody not up for it, but you know, I'm up for it. And like I said, my why outweighs everything else. You know, it's just when you in those moments of temptation, or like I said, you know, those lower, you know, those lower desires, or that those negative thoughts, they can weigh heavy on you. You know, it could be all day, it could be all week, it could be all month. You know what I'm saying? It's just steady at you until you break. So you just gotta stay strong, and that's what I did. And I'm just, you know, I'm proud of myself, man, because, you know, outside of all of this shit people tell you with the positive shit of spirituality and all of the good and all of the benefits and semen retention and all the benefits and all of the, you know, the good of it, you know, again, I'm here to also tell you the bad and the hard part, not just the easy part, not just the flowers, not just the sunny days. It's a lot of rainy days. It's a lot of bad. It's a lot of bad. It's a lot of dark. It's a lot of difficult that a lot of people aren't talking about. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just trying to give both sides. You know what I mean? Some days are great, some days aren't. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like I just came too far to go back all the way, or just go back at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, because even though, and that's how you know that it's not your thoughts, it's not your wants, it's your mind. You know what I'm saying? It's your flesh that's yearning the things that it's familiar with, that brings it comfort, that, you know, gives it, you know, whatever feeling, good feeling, the dopamine, whatever, you know what I mean? Whatever it is, because you can know consciously. But yeah, you can know consciously, you know, what, you know, whatever addiction that you have, whether it's food, drinking, releasing, sex, porn, like, you can know consciously what that thing that you're addicted to does to you. What place, or, you know, where it takes you, you know, not be in a good place, you know what I mean, not be in a good situation. Or you can know that, damn, I always end up fucking blackout drunk, or I always end up too high, or I always end up feeling weak because I release so much. You can know these things consciously, but the flesh wants what it wants. So that's how I know, and that's how I knew yesterday, that those weren't my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I know what this does for me. I know all of the bad that it brings to my life, all of the chaos that it brings to my life. And somehow knowing that you'll still want it, which makes absolutely no sense. You know what I mean? And I give humans the benefit of the doubt. Like, it's no way that it's not your lower consciousness. It's no way that it's not the flesh yearning for, you know, for these habits or whatever it is, you know what I mean? Because you as a person, you know, and you might even want to escape knowing what it does to you, whether it's your health, whether it's your stability, whether it's your drive, your ambitions. Like, you know, deep down inside, this shit is fucking my shit up, it's fucking my life up, but you can't get away from it, you know what I mean? Or it's so hard to escape it. So that's how I know. It's just, that's one of those moments where it's really just you versus you. And it's just a reminder. But even in knowing that, it can be tough because you still just got to deal with the mental aspects of it. I seen somebody say something that really stuck out to me. And, you know, that kind of just, it kind of goes hand in hand on what I'm saying with just, you know, everything. The spirit wants to save us, and the flesh wants to kill us. Something like that. But it just made so much sense to me. It just resonated with me. The spirit is trying to do everything to save us, while the flesh wants to kill us. You know what I'm saying? That shit it just resonated with me. Like, damn, man, that shit was deep. And you know, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So to anybody out there that's, you know, on a sobriety path, or just trying to not be addicted to nothing, or not have anything externally controlling you, you know what I'm saying? I hope that, you know, things are working out. It's an everyday uphill battle. Some days are, you know, better than others, but it's going to be a battle. But as long as your why outweighs everything, definitely going to keep going. You know what I'm saying? And I do believe that, yes, it's hard every day and things like that, but I do believe that it's rewarding in the end. You know what I'm saying? Whenever that is. So, yeah.